we're gonna watch some of DeOrio's coverage here. Honestly, I've seen a bit of it already. It's not that interesting. It's not that remarkable. He does just go through the evidence pretty much. The takes are pretty obvious here. You know, I don't think there's much disagreement really about like the factual basis and how supported or evidence that it is. So the main stuff that's in this DeOrio stream is one, he lays out red lines for his associations with Tom and which allegations he thinks Tom absolutely has to respond to, which is interesting. And we also get to hear DeOrio talk about sex, which is awesome. So we're going to take a look. We're going to have a laugh. Let's see what we think.
Nicholas,
I can't get past the music. We're just going to do it. We're just going to go down the list.
Anyone notice that the same people that hate Kiwi Farms because they took down Keffels are now praising Kiwi Farms for these allegations?
Well, 1 minute. You say Nicholas DeOrio's a virgin, but I saw a clip where he told a story. If I can just find this. Wait, where he said this.
This was just something in the heat of the moment, and then she just put her finger in my ass. Not really. I didn't see that. Is that happening? That I was not aware of. Alright. Hi, Kiwi people. I dated Tom for a few months after meeting him on Tinder. That was his first mistake. I'm not super into internet stuff, and I had no idea what Kiwi Farms was, but this page was his always #1 search Safari thing that pops up on his phone when he went to Google something. That's a great start. That's an awesome start. When I asked about his website, he got super defensive and weird about it, so I obviously looked into it and found all of this crazy shit, like him admitting to being bisexual. Tom is bisexual. I think he said that, right? Like, publicly. Is he? I don't know, dude. I'm so fucking... If he is, that's, like, really good news, because that means that that's another commentary 2026 thing down, right? If Tom's actually bisexual, then that means we have Aiden and Tom, and we have a person becoming a different sexuality. So we're done. The rest of the year should be smooth sailing. Is that it? I have no idea. I thought I was under the...
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5.
The only time I've ever heard about Turkey Tom being bisexual is that somebody said there was like an old clip of him saying it in a video. If that's not the case, then I don't know. Message the owner of the website, Joshua Moon, to get a code to post here. Basically, I started to get suspicious about all the e-girls he's followed and interacted with, and he started raging at me. He also lied to me first about the fact that he does YouTube. What? Alright. How do you not know he does...
We're going to speed this up because it's a DeOrio stream, so... Obviously, so much of it is just like performative retardation and shit like that, so.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's possible. Maybe people aren't inquisitive. He did some crazy shit, like kicked holes in the wall at a house he was renting because some e-girl who copies Belle Delphine got hacked, and the hacker was blackmailing him with it. Oh. Well, I don't know. This is my coping mode. I would be like, I'd probably kick a hole through the wall too if my peener was going to leak on the internet. He continued to talk to her after the fact. I have screenshots confirming all this and attached a couple, but I might have more.
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5, my man.
So this guy he had a destiny moment then. He had a destiny moment. Only the nudes were like only of him, I guess. The fact that this guy is a real freak and he likes to record sexual accounts.
Usually when a guy is bi, you'd expect him to be softer and understanding. I don't even know how to respond to a chat message like that. I think you expect him to be like some sexual degenerate pervert, actually.
Without asking first, almost every time. I know for a fact he's done this to at least one other girl, a serial gooner.
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas.
And he's flown out several e-girls to sleep with. He told me he has a file on his computer called Just In Case. That's basically voice memos or calls from his exes to blackmail them in case they ever say something about him. Though I would get the message out. Thought I would get the message out and confirm y'all's suspicions. Also, if this gets out, to warn other young women in the Texas area about this guy. So there's two things that I want to hit before we move down from here. People are speculating on like what does Tom specifically need to respond to? There are three that I know of going into this document, because I haven't read the whole thing. Going into this document, there are absolutely three big things that Tom needs to address and debunk. There's no like wiggle room here. Number one, age play. If he's into age play, that's a non-starter, all right? Glad I've been friends with him for 7 years. If he's in age play, it's a non-starter. All right. Second one, domestic violence. All right. If he's hitting these people without
So
consent,
there we go. Wait.
without
Sorry,
consent,
there we go. Let's run that back. So age play is a red line, guys. Age play and Tom's done. Okay. Now, out of all the allegations, the age play one is one of the more substantiated ones. That's one of the far more likely ones. Obviously, just to remind you, that will play a Shamu clip. But just to remind you, Aiden obviously leaked that Lyric's apparently told him that Kai is an age player and that she used to age play with Tom. So that's already not looking good, to say the least. But then some of the stuff with these girls is not great either.
All I know is Tom has a big dick.
I watched Nick's stream, and he's just talking about how Tom has a big hairy dick.
Hippie hoarder Sharusa. Girl he sent dick pics to and got hacked was an age play Belle Delphine type girl.
Right, there's a bunch of shit about this girl as well and her ex, where basically they broke up and accused each other of being pedophiles, and she's like a massive lolicon and all this shit. So yeah, just a total mess. So this is like one of the more substantiated points of this, really. So I don't know how Nick, it really does feel like, if I were to bet, I would absolutely say Tom's an age player. I don't know why Nick set the standard other than some, consistency thing. I truly cannot imagine he actually gives a fuck if Tom is into age play. Like, how fucking absurd. Like, really, you would cut off your friend of, 10 years because what? When he's fucking a girl, he wants her to act like a kid or some shit. It's like, yeah, that's gross. But it's a fucking adult. It's his adult girlfriend. Like, the idea that you cut off a friend of a decade over that is so just bizarre. Yeah, and then how do you... then that's the next step. Anti-age play, but CNC isn't a red line. It's both simulation of non-consensual sexual acts, unless you just endlessly do the retarded, kids, but kids, but kids, but kids. When it's not even a kid, it's your adult girlfriend. So, it's just, retarded. It's retarded. I don't think he actually feels that way. I don't think anyone will actually feel that way about a friend of 10 years. No one I've ever met in real life would be that, fucking insane about one of their friends being like that.
If Chud and Nick go at it, you'll get brought up? If Nick called into you, what would be your first words to him? Hello, Don DeOrio?
I don't know. It depends what the context of calling in is, I guess.
Nothing wrong here.
Thank you for the $10, Orpheus. Thank you for the $5. Racist Pedophile 88. Thank you. Do you think if Chud and Nick go at it, you'll get brought up? Probably. But yeah. I don't think that'll be a cool. Nick's a pussy. Anyway, what else was I saying? Yeah, so I don't think someone Nick actually cares about a friend of a decade being like that. That sounds retarded to me. J-Stalk bangs Destiny. Will Turkey Tom get angry? I think so. I think he'd be pretty upset by that. Very jealous.
Area is really stupid because it's Kiwi Farms that you probably went to the one place where you'll find the least amount of women in the Texas area. That's I think that a lot of this is scorned lovers shit, but that doesn't discredit what they're saying. It just kind of adds additional context to the motivation, because I don't believe this is to protect any young women in Texas.
So totally reasonable here. Nick's forced himself to cover this, and he is, given the takes that you would expect from accurate coverage of this. So far, at least.
Sense. That's a big red flag, sure. Well, I'm not allowed to talk about red flags, because if I talk about red flags, then I'm sweeping.
No one says that. Everyone else is talking about the red flags in this story.
Here's proof of identity. Are the screenshots?
See, look, this really does show Nick's mindset, doesn't it? Cut off Tom, as long as he's not sweeping. It's like, it really is like, it is all about him. This is where the sweep will be. Is the idea that he would ever not have covered this, you know? Obviously I was going to cover this. When he wasn't going to, he was begrudgingly whining about it in his Discord.
Get bigger, or I have to click them? How does that work? I don't know. Open image in new tab. Forbidden. What? Oh. Can I zoom in? I can kind of zoom in.
Nicholas the Goat.
All right, it's going to be a little small. It's going to be a little small. Kill Chatbox and Wiggler until we're through this part. So here are the leaked text messages from Turkey Tom. Turkey Tom is the one in the gray bubbles. I'll explain everything later. It has nothing to do with you.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking blackpilled on this shit.
All right,
Where can I find the TT diss track you played at the beginning of the stream?
Oh,
it was awesome.
It's not a Turkey Tom diss track. It's Turkey Tom. That's not AI. That's actually him. Look up his tipster diss track. That's a real. That's actually like an unironic thing that was in his video. Okay. Hey, is everything good? I don't know. I'll explain later. It has nothing to do with you. Oh shit. Scale of 1 to 10. How bad is it? I'd say it's pretty bad.
It's just unbearable, isn't it? It's just like 6 straight hours of unbearable, unfunny pop culture references. I truly, it blows my mind that people enjoy this.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, an ex of mine got hacked, and basically there's gonna be some shit that's gonna drop online. Some, like, photos. They already emailed my family. Oh, bruh, it's okay. I don't know if it is. I have no idea. Has this ever happened? This has never happened to me. At this point, did she know that she was dating a YouTuber? Surely by this point, she knows that she was dating a YouTuber. Right? That's like... This is like... I mean, clearly... Why mock the voice? Listen. Tinder Capra.
Okay, we need to just get through this quicker.
We do this every time.
I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm.
This might be your first stream. It's possible, all right, because we're almost up to 6,000 viewers.
Oh.
We do this every time, okay? Is she the one who looks like Belle Delphine? This is, by the way, this is my close friend. I will be doing the Carl Weezer voice, reading his text messages. Is she the one that looks like Belle Delphine? Well, yeah. Lol. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Do you think my type is Belle Delphine? No, no, like emo huzz or that nature? I would just pretend. I would prefer if you just like dress normal. I don't want to be with them anymore. It's better that way. Yeah. This shit does kind of make me want to go to Ann Hero a little.
Yeah, Subgenius. I just don't understand. Like, I feel like it feels like I'm the only one who sees things this way, and I don't understand quite why. Like, I feel like just being like accurately describe the people you associate with and criticize them as if they were anyone else, but you can be friends with whoever. Is that not a reasonable way to think about things? But everyone else it seems like it has these standards of association they've set up throughout the years where they've said like, oh, you can't associate with that person because of this thing. And now they have to like carry that through. I feel like that's what's happened is they've called other people out for associations. They've built up these standards in their head being on the internet. And they have to like carry it through.
A little bit. That's a fucking... Dude. The He Was Ann Hero video. I forgot that guy's name. Do the possible. That's the guy who shot and killed himself on video. That was on YouTube for a long time. I think it finally went down. Yeah, it's a vintage meme. It was a 4x3 meme.
Oh yeah, or is it just a business thing? Am I just like not seeing that you actually can't, you know, maintain your position if you do that? Am I not seeing something? Maybe, I don't know.
But it's fine. I must count my blessings. What does that mean? I mean to kill myself. Not really. Like, damn, this is stressful and gay. Now, again, this is fine. This is okay. I guess this is kind of here if I'm charitable to establish the Belle Delphine character. BD2 for short, which I believe is the robot from Star Wars. But the issue that I'm having with this already is the only thing that I've learned here is that Tom's dick pics almost hit the internet. Well, that sucks. I mean, this is probably funny for some, but I'm not like super stoked that we almost had a 111 for my boy. That kind of blows. There's not really any, a BB8, sorry, BB2 is the BD1, BB2, and BD8. I don't know what I'm talking about. Fuck it. I don't know the sequel trilogy. All right, I only watched those once. Waller's gotta make me watch them again or something. BBL, Trizzy? Yeah, again, all I learned from these first 2 messages, and these are like the only texts that we had for a while, right? We get more actually down here, is like, hey, yeah, Tom's nudes are out there, and the hackers are apparently really nice, and when they blackmail you and send it to your family, they don't publish the rest. This first post was soon followed by a few updates from the ex, because the first ex hasn't provided her first name. She'll be referred to as Sacramento from now on. Okay. I promise all of this is real. I can post more screenshots, but I'm a little scared of him coming after me because I'm a normal person. I mean, this is stupid, but there's a certain level of charitability you have to provide Sacramento because she's not an influencer and she has no idea how this is working. There's a certain level of charitability you have to remove from Sacramento because she went to Kiwi Farms to warn young women. So I think it balances out, all right? I'm inquisitive, but I'm neutral. I promise all this is real. Thank you, Sacramento. I can post more screenshots, but I'm a little scared. I'm scared of him coming after me. The next thing Sacramento releases is a post.
I should have timestamped this.
Just in case file.
I really hate watching this guy for a set period of time.
You might think. So this is about the JIC file. I'm not alleging anything illegal or saying it was revenge porn or anything, but what I mean is he wouldn't ask before proceeding to take his phone out mid-sexual activity. So this is a big one. This is like a big one that Tom's gonna have to answer for sure. Serious voice.
Obviously, yep.
Sometimes would notice that he's like 15 to 30 seconds after he started filming. I had no idea if this is illegal or not, but yeah, he wouldn't ask before reaching out. Sorry, he wouldn't ask before. Reached out to an ex-girlfriend of his. He would do the same thing with her. The blackmail he has on his computer and phone calls and texts. I believe most of them are from his ex-girlfriend named Kai. Here's a picture of when they matched on Tinder. I don't have messages from when we matched anymore. So that's the. That's a Tinder match. It was revealed that Tom is alleged sexual blackmail on many of his exes, including an ex named Kai, which is concerning Sacramento greatly. It's what's revealed in his just-in-case folder. So if Tom is holding a bunch of nudes in a big top-secret folder to deploy on command, that's probably like a really bad situation. I don't know how he would do that, but I've been in situations where people do things that are out of character and stupid before. The only issue that I have with it being is the assumption that it's a sexual blackmail folder is there's literally no way for him to distribute that without it getting back to him. If he distributes these nude pictures, she's going to know where they came from. If he distributes these from his main account, he's going to be financially ruined for the rest of his life. But yeah, he's going to need to address this absolutely, like what's actually in these folders. She then posts about him being in contact with a thirst-trapping e-girl, despite being in a relationship. I'm not surprised about this, given his stance on cheating. I am not inclined to believe that it's not the case, specifically because he has like a public position on cheating. The main reason I'm posting this thread is to kind of warn people, mostly women, about this guy. I'm not buying that. The reason we broke up is actually because I mentioned this website to him. I saw some crazy stuff about him online, and his history with e-girls bothered me. The pic is about the Belle Delphine type girl who's hacked.
Yeah, I saw PPP pointing out. It does feel like I said this to J-Stalk as well. I said it to J-Stalk, and we watched King of Casino, and PPP said the exact same thing. I think I said it on my stream as well. That if Tom said to this girl about this blackmail folder he allegedly has, that is just like you pulling some implication shit. That is you saying, don't cross me. Why else are you telling a girl in the early stage of the relationship about your blackmail folder or about your self-defense folder, whatever you want to call it? You're smart enough to know that's a good idea. So you're smart enough to know what that communicates to someone. Let's be fucking serious.
Of cheating because he did not block her after the fact, and apparently she was still.
That's assuming it's real, assuming that conversation happened. Obviously, we don't know that happened.
I believe he's holding the camera in missionary, but she doesn't really digress on that. I shouldn't really expand on that. So you want him to show his folder to you to clear his name? How would you know if he deleted anything? That's not. I need him to explain the nature of the folder. There's no way he can disprove that he doesn't have a folder filled with pornography of exes, but he can try to explain why it exists. Is what I'm trying to say. If that makes sense. He could delete it. He could change everything. But if he can,
he's not like Life from Death Note because
that would go a long way. Otherwise,
I can't say it again, man. I'm risking my channel every time I make that joke.
Bad link? Let me see. Nick, dude, wait, what's happening? What's the issue? Getting Lewis McClung flashbacks? What is his stance on cheating? He's pro-cheating. Tom, what really, what is this? I can't read that. It's like really small. What really pissed me off is that I spent a week painting the poker table, and they're outside using it as a beer dye table.
Bulgarians can't be cool, edgy anime guys, okay? That's not how it works. That's just not how it works.
To that. You can press charge. Oh, this is about the leaked messages.
You are Bulgarian.
It's about the leaked messages. Let me see. You can press charges a lot more. It'll be fine. I mean, I can figure out who it is. Yeah, it's like 7 pictures of me and my dick out. So he's confirming there are 7 pictures of his penis that are like on the internet now. Well, not on the internet that you can find, but imminent leakable material. That's not good. She posted about his paranoia being posted on Kiwi Farms. Seems foreshadowing, but maybe that's just me. Like I said, he lied to me about who he was. I figured it out pretty quickly, like on our first date.
What does being Bulgarian have to do with this? Well, to be honest, now that you say it like that, it might be the single most important part of this story.
She did know by that point. He said it was weird for a girl he's dating to look at a gossip website. Told me before I should never look him up online. Lol. The breakup was kind of mutual, but I sort of crashed out on him in his past with e-girls and the dick pic thing, so I can understand it. He CLD probably used my mini crash out right before. He probably used my mini crash out right before our breakup against me, but everything I said was truthful. So I'm confused. She was mad that he fucked other people, or was she mad who he fucked? Why was she? Wait, why was she mad that his dick was gonna get leaked? Like that his dude. This is kind of weird. They had a bad relationship. I don't know. She hasn't said that so far. What's happening? It seems like they're pretty early into their relationship. No, this seems like it's just starting at this point, at least. I'm denying old allegations because I'm in my early 20s. Okay. 89 username. Are you 37? Are you 37 and dating Turkey Tom to warn other women? I've been in contact with the ex since Tom and I broke up. Yeah, she's aware I'm posting on here and is actively trying to make an account to post here as well. She gave me permission to post these screenshots. Her IG is Clorox Katie after leaving his house and flying back home.
Great stuff, man. Awesome stuff.
This is a hookup. She's a girlfriend and she's in her early 20s. Jesus. All right. So there's a bruise on her cheek. Close up. Twin a victim. Ooh. San Francisco International Airport. So that's the bruise. So what's the context to the bruise? Gotcha. Best not to say anything. I'm speculating what the truth might be. My lips are sealed. Oh, this is more Tom text messages. Do we not? So he like punched her in the face. Is that the allegation? Include with your screenshots and more text with Sacramento saying DMs with Tom. She gave me permission to post. So these are his things, and we're talking about flying out e-girls. The thing is, I can't complain about the poster because this is how it's formulated. And I want to know more about that. But okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it's best not to say anything. Let them speculate on what the truth may be. My lips are sealed. Yeah, it's less about me like getting shit. I just don't want you to end up on the Kiwi Farms pages. Well, that's kind of ironic. That's like an ironic thing that's happening. That's a bruise. I mean, I think so. I'm not going to accuse her of using makeup within 3 seconds of seeing it, but I guess anything can happen. Or is this something that was non-consensual at all? Like, I'm just waiting for a direct verbal cue here.
$5, my man.
Because, I don't know, rough, choking, hit me in the face sex could be 2 completely different things.
Has she not already said that he didn't ask? At this point.
Just like, oh, here's a picture of his Tinder profile. She screenshotted the physical match screen. That's an interesting point to bring up then, I guess. Since you screenshot your Tinder match, like, what did his bio say? What he did for a living? Did he ever physically abuse you? You said he was a gooner. Was he a freak with specific kinks that he wanted to live out on you? Did he have any real life friends he hung out with and knew about his behavior? I didn't connect the dots, but who he was till after. His bio was a blank page. Might have said videographer. His Tinder profile was mostly pictures of him flexing. I can believe that. Usually his phone covering his face. I don't want to go into anything illegal, but during sex he was very rough. He would choke and hit me in the face. I don't think anyone knew IRL knew about this. So my question again is, like, this a consensual action that we feel bad about after the fact, or is this something that was non-consensual at all? Like, I'm just waiting for a direct verbal cue here.
$5, my man.
Because I don't know, rough, choking, hit me in the face sex could be 2 completely different
Maybe
things.
she shouldn't say at this point.
She screenshotted the match. Why? I mean, that's a good question. She then clarified Tom tends to hit women pretty hard during sex. Yeah, he can hit pretty hard. She elaborates about his porn addiction, how it affected their sex life. He told, sorry to hear that's what happened to you. Sounds like a typical porn addicted gooner behavior. Does he have porn addiction, and was he harder stuff? Also, when did you find out about it? He told me he was a porn addict in the past, but quite a couple of years ago. I believe he replaced his porn addiction with filming other women during having sex, because he was unable to ejaculate most of the time during sex, but only through watching videos. He would tune. This is like a parody. So Turkey Tom would have sex with a girl, and he could not finish. And then he would fucking watch home videos of himself having sex, and he would finally come. That is like fucking disaster. That is a disaster. Dude, Turkey Tom masturbates to himself. Oh god. Guys, I'm not having fun with this, to be clear. This sucks. This is not a good thing that's happening here.
What a weird virgin, dude. What a weird fucking virgin this guy is, man.
Huge ego as soon as I read
I can't take it. I actually am gonna bash my head against the fucking wall in it, bro.
I think too good to be true is not the correct wording here, because again, I'm not looking for an excuse to hate Turkey Tom or shit on Turkey Tom. But hey man, he's terrified of Kiwi Farms. I'm here to save women. He always had this page open. The minute he found out about me looking at Kiwi Farms, his penis just stopped working. It shriveled up, turned to a prune, and our sex life ended abruptly. All right, okay. I think some of this is probably true. Just because I have issues with this, and I think there are gaping red flags, doesn't mean that Tom is inherently innocent of every charged fucking internet allegation here. But I will say that there are, like,
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
I understand why people are hesitant to just go on stream and talk about this, but it's like a mostly disjointed AMA with somebody who's like a scorned ex.
Big shout out to Nicholas DeOrio.
Yeah. Well, you're saying your story sounds like bullshit, but here's the issue with that. She absolutely does have a picture of his Tinder profile. She absolutely does.
Are you really acting like watching yourself having sex is normal? It's as normal as recording sex tapes is. That's within a pretty normal range of activities. It's like not that crazy as far as things go. Like, yeah, does everyone do it? No, obviously not. Is it smart to do? Certainly not if you're a content creator. Don't have that shit fucking anywhere. But is it that crazy? No.
Last night, and after watching
so it's not a matter of if it's a totally fabricated person.
Kiwi Farms. Never mind. I'll be in the editing room.
The reality, just stop for a second right there, because even if, well, I see lots of problems here, this must mean it's fake. Doesn't mean we already got pictures of them together. So there's some aspect of this. At least the fact that they've like met each other and dated, that's probably accurate. As for how much actually is, I'm sure we'll see. I think you have to respond to it.
Okay, call me crazy for saying this. Feel free to call me crazy when I say this. Everyone had a weird as fuck friend when they were like late teens or something that was in some way too horny relationship and was way too ready to show videos. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Call me crazy. Yeah, it's split half and half. It's split half and half. I've had co-workers do that. Split half and half, so I'm at least not totally crazy.
I don't think you just like throw it away. Yeah, so his penis stopped working. She also makes it clear this wasn't some small fling and they dated for a few months. Okay. Whoa!
Is this really long?
We dated for 7 months and I met his family. Let me get this straight. This guy likes to sleep around and browse Kiwi Farm. Some random chick he banged off Tinder is mad that he wasn't looking for anything serious. Although it seems to be difficult to get much more evidence because he's careful about what he texted.
Caffles appreciated the shout out.
But dude, a 7-month relationship should not be... Thank you, fake name. Toastify, if you're still here, stand back and stand by and raise your headphone microphone. Guys, everyone but Toastify, lower your headphones, alright? Just Toastify specifically, raise them up. Thank you for hitting the goal. You guys are another goal. I'll see you on the other side. I think it's gonna happen. I'm getting jerked off here. It's not happening. I feel like Turkey Tom when he found out his girlfriend used fucking Kiwi Farms, dude. This is what it must feel like. I can see it. I know it's coming. It's just not working. Dude, what is happening? This sucks. Are you guys reading my Kiwi Farms?
Nicholas, the goat.
Why did that one go off? My chat must be reading my Kiwi Farms. I can't get it up. Can you? Fuck, dude, please. Dude, stop reading my Kiwi Farms. It's not working. Stop it. You muted it? No, I didn't mute it. You muted it? No, I didn't. I didn't touch it. All right, as soon as I start talking about... All right, I'm gonna go back to the segment now. Okay? I'm gonna go back to the segment. It's hard because it's gonna play as soon as I start talking. Can you please provide proof of the abuse allegations, the alleged sexual impropriety? I don't think it's that hard to ask. It's hard because he's very careful about what he said over text. And again, it's not like I'm alleging anything illegal. So she's saying that there's nothing illegal here. That's interesting. Because I thought he was. Because up until this point, we're in order of events, right? If there's nothing illegal here, then what about like the recording without consent thing? Does that imply the sex was consensual? Does that imply the slapping and rough sex was also consensual? He would hit and choke because he was a super gooner. It's sort of normalized. I normalized it in my head. Okay, this is the context I wanted. But it's definitely not okay to do that. All the proof is in those videos he had. Refused to send to me or ignore the question when I asked. Katie told me about the picture of the bruises was due to injuries from sex, which I believe because he would slap both of us. I'm really sorry, guys. Did you live together during those 7 months? 7 months is a long time. What made you stay if he was sketchy and had red flags? Did you ever speak about wanting to start a family? I like how they're like, oh, me vet you, and also I need more info on Tom. No, we didn't. We'd only see each other like once a week. He was usually pretty nice, but sometimes he would say stuff that made me question his intentions. He would buy me a lot of stuff and take me nice places. He said he wanted to marry me and start a family, but as soon as I started getting sus, it was like a switch flipped. Okay. She also confirmed that Tom is a certified cuckold, and that made me cackle. Another thing I want to confirm is that Kai cheating on him with Liam Donovan is 100% real, and Tom moved in with her after the fact. The girl really fucked him up, and he would still see about it during our relationship. While he might not have been controlling, his exes contributed to his behavior for quite a bit.
Nick just started insulting.
Wait, so it just didn't play. Jesus.
You can only opt to videos, just in case. Sounds less malicious. More, just in case I am HRN.
Yeezy Season 9 long sleeve sample. Dude. Really cool stuff. Really awesome stuff there.
NY, kind of thing.
All right.
Delphine stuff is stupid. 7 months would be less as careful.
So,
for fake names,
I do feel like with that donation I have to respond to this. I'm taking a look at my ticker. It has not appeared in my Streamlabs yet. That's why it hasn't gone off. For some reason, it's delayed on YouTube's end. It might be because of the denomination, or like how much you donated. That's never happened before, but I've seen donations be a little bit delayed. So I think
you care about rape, and you're talking about a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Bang.
Was he very insecure and controlling about who he talked to because of this? No, it was almost like the opposite. Like he didn't even care if I went to a bar or anything. But yeah, his feelings about his ex having control a lot of his behavior. How long ago did you date? How long ago was the stuff with Katie and the Age Play girl? We dated from May 2020. Okay, we have a timeline. May 2025 to the beginning of this month. Katie and the Age Player was 2024. Okay.
Have we gotten to the part where she says it doesn't hurt anymore because her cooter was beaten to the textures of an old cat?
Shut the fuck up, dude. Thank you for the $5, Jimmy. Thank you.
Despite telling his girlfriends they looked like 15-year-olds, Tom still had violent, aggressive sex with them. Oh, did he ever try to impose his ex's style on you, like buying you clothes that she would wear? No, he would actually tell me that he liked that I looked normal and he was done with the BBD types. I think one of the screenshots from our messages had him saying something like that. I have no idea about the gender of the e-girls. I'm pretty sure they were all women to my knowledge. Another thing to add is during one of our first dates, he told me I looked around 15, and he told Katie the same thing. That's probably not good. The man spends too much time on Discord. That's a definitely YouTuber thing. And said it was hard to tell the difference between minors and adults. Did Tom ever gossip about any of his friends behind their backs to you or anything like that? Oh, dude. Am I getting owned? No, not really, but he told me that a lot of YouTube people are fake. That's actually true. It's actually fucking facts. He was on Discord like 24/7. So what you're telling me here is that Tom wanted to quit the BPD e-girl epidemic, and the first time he did it, he got completely exposed on Kiwi forums. A lot of people are saying that Tom went the right way. Is going in the wrong direction, all right? I think the answer is just stop gooning in general, all right? Become a Catholic or something. Cleanse yourself.
So this is like crazy and retarded. So it actually isn't the problem. Like, yeah, if Tom did non-consensual stuff and, you know, didn't clear whatever physical aggression stuff before doing it, that's all bad and kind of like a separate thing. But for the general lifestyle, it's actually really, it's not that big of a deal that you're like in your early 20s bouncing from weird relationship to weird relationship with doing weird sexual shit. That's actually like fine. The problem is the bullshit public persona. Yet Nick chooses to go, no, the problem isn't the bullshit public persona. No, we should be epic and trad, even though this guy is like just a, you know, fat incel, realistically. But you be epic and trad and Catholic. No. Be a normal person, but get on stream and be real. Get in your videos and be real. Don't pretend you're on some fucking, you know, high horse. You know, covering Mr. Girl, acting like, how could anyone ever say this shit? When you, in relationships, saying, damn girl, you look 15. You know, if he did that. Have some fucking humility. Have some sense. Learn from your experience leaving the house. You know? Allow it to influence you a little bit. Have that reflected. Don't kowtow to the dumbest eunuch, retard lesbians in your fucking audience.
I'm gonna PvP out here. Cleanse yourself! Cleanse yourself of the, yeah, dude, oh god. What is the context? Did he mean like, ooh, baby, you look... I'm not reading that. Which is approximately how cringe I imagine he talks all the time. He was like, haha, you look 15. Kind of joke. To be honest, I don't know how to phrase it. The context was I told him he looked older than his age, and he's like, yeah, he looked 15. Because it's hard to tell at the age of 15 to 23. Yeah, I don't agree on that one. She then dropped another piece of digital evidence that detailed the extent that Tom would hurt her during sex. Okay, this might be too personal, but text about me being hurt and bleeding after sex. I really don't have much evidence because he was carefully...
Yeah, exactly, Deep. As we all know, going Catholic fixes any sexual perversion.
Oh Oh my god, why is it so small? Okay, never mind, it's here. Okay.
Some of
Like,
you
we don't have to do
fucking
it
little
3 times in a
boys
day,
if Nick gets his
or
way.
do it so hard it hurts and I bleed. Well, if you don't have as much sex, we don't have to. We can do other things. Okay, I like doing other things too. Why did she post this? Hey, we're having too much sex and it's hurting me. Okay, we don't have to do that.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking blackpilled on this shit.
Imagine being like Boogie and Logan, scamming your audience from what we're owed XD.
I'm sorry, it's not in my thing. I'm looking at Streamlabs right now. It's not
Nicholas
here.
the goat. Thank you for
All
the
that means is
$5
it's going to happen at some point. I'm not prepared for it. Let me see the count here. Yeah, I definitely counted on analytics, but it's Streamlabs is having a problem. Because I'm looking through here. There's nothing even close to that denomination here. Unless it's the MX. No, it's MX guy. What was your donation?
Max.
Income. Yeah, no, it's literally not here. It has not reached it. Can I refresh? All right, but I don't get this one. This one looks like, this is like, hey, dude, you don't need to do it 3 times in one day. Or do it so hard that I hurt and bleed. Well, you don't have to do that. After this, she clarifies that the bloody ordeal isn't due to any underlying health issues. That's important. Was it due to him either being uncaring or aggressive during sex, or like a health issue you had? I have no health issues that I know of. Never bled during sex before. It was the aggression. Just gave into it after a while and told him I liked it. But okay, but can I? All right, so this is more of the coping again. And I'm sorry, but you told him you liked it. Why didn't you just? Because here you say I don't like this, and he goes I won't do it anymore. Here you said I liked it, and I was bleeding. So this is the issue that I'm having here. But whatever, keep going. She then gives more context to how Tom's sex.
So that's retarded, isn't it, Nick? Because if she says what she's saying there is that she told Tom she didn't like it, he said, yeah, that's fine, and then kept doing it, and she just sort of gave up with protesting. Now, that's poor boundaries. But that's not how you were presenting it just then. That was, you know. And again, I'm not even accusing her of sweeping here, because Nick is a very low IQ person at the best of times, and hearing him try and engage with topics about relationships and sex is, you know, like, I don't even know what you'd say. Like, it's like trying to get a downy to do like quadratic equations or some shit. Like, it's just like not happening. It's not happening.
Sexual violence affected her. Did he ever give you any sort of aftercare? Or did you just expect to get over yourself? You just go on his phone or Discord, literally choking and hitting and making me bleed. I had to teach him how to be nice after. This was an issue at the beginning. Okay. I believe the bleeding was caused because he would basically just bleed, but bend me over, choke me, and then stick his dick into me. Basic. So he didn't use like lubricant, I guess. Katie had the same story, reaching out to me. Has been helpful in understanding how bad this all really was, because I only had told my roommate after one time, and it was pretty rough. Okay. So this is a little odd too.
Nicholas the goat. Thank you for the $5, my man.
Okay, a fish to walk on land.
So for
yeah.
7 consecutive months, you bled after every sexual encounter, sometimes 3 times a day. The example you show is him saying, like, so
Blind man explaining
Watching Nick's stream, I'm
cinematography.
fucking blackpilled on this shit.
So after this, did he keep
You
doing it?
obviously
Was he
supposed
pressuring you to have
ignore
sex?
it. Jeez. Communication is for chumps.
I know, this is. I get why people had issues with this part of it.
DeOrio, commentator of the year, the best commentator of the year.
Then
This
Tom's
is worse than RTX 507 OTI being cancelled.
Then Tom's other ex, Katie, showed up on Kiwi Farms under the name Left for Dead, offering even more proof of his degeneracy. Hi, I finally made an account. Yes, Tom's extremely harsh during sex. I have been down the kink road in my life. It's here. Okay.
It's weird.
Like, we don't need to do it 3 times in one day, or do it so hard it hurts and I bleed. Well, if you don't have as much sex, we don't have to. We can do other things. Okay, I like doing other things too. Why did she post this? Hey, we're having too much sex and it's hurting me. Okay, we don't have to do that.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking blackpilled.
Okay, so Nick's even... That's a subtle sweep there. That's a subtle sweep, isn't it? You know, I won't assume it to be intentional. He doesn't say we don't need to do that. She says, maybe not so much, and maybe not so rough. That's what she says. And Tom says, well, okay, well, maybe we can do other stuff. It's like she's saying, maybe, you know, let's tone it down a bit. And Tom's like, well, okay, how about I just fuck your throat instead, basically, right? That's like what's going on here. It's like it's not actually complying really with the ask, is it? It's like you're trying to still almost like min-max.
Pilled on this shit.
Imagine being like Boogie and Logan, scamming your audience from what we're owed XD.
I'm sorry, it's not in my thing. I'm looking at Streamlabs right now. It's not here.
Nicholas the goat. Thank you for
All
the
that
$5,
means is
my
it's going
man.
to happen at some point. I'm not prepared for it. Let me see the count here. Yeah, I definitely counted on analytics, but it's Streamlabs is having a problem. Because I'm looking through here. There's nothing even close to that denomination here. Unless it's the MX. No, it's MX guy. What was your donation? I'm going to check because I don't want to fuck you over. Income. Yeah, no, it's literally not here. It has not reached it. Can I refresh?
Yeah, literally, desperate for head,
Right, so I don't get this one.
face.
This one looks like, this is like, hey, dude, you don't need to do it 3 times in one day. Do it so hard that I hurt and bleed. Well, you don't have to do that. After this, she clarifies that the bloody ordeal isn't due to any underlying health issues. That's important. Was it due to him either being uncaring or aggressive during sex, or like a health issue you had? I have no health issues that I know of. Never bled during sex before. It was the aggression. Just gave into it after a while and told him I liked it. But okay, but can I? All right, so this is more of the coping again, and I'm sorry, but you told him you liked it. Why didn't you just? Because here you say I don't like this, and he goes I won't do it anymore. Here you said I liked it, and I was bleeding. No, this is the issue that I'm having here, but whatever, keep going. She then gives more context to how Tom's sexual violence affected
This
her.
guy's
Did he ever give
smart.
you any sort of aftercare, or did you just expect to get over yourself? You just go on his phone or Discord, literally choking and hitting and making me bleed. I had to teach him how to be nice after. This was an issue at the beginning. Okay. I believe the bleeding was caused because he would basically just bleed, bend me over, choke me, and then stick his dick into me. Basic. So he didn't use like lubricant, I guess. Katie had the same
There we
story
go,
as me.
dude. Brilliant. This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part. This is the best part of the stream.
Keep going. She then gives more context to how Tom's sexual violence affected her. Did he ever give you any sort of aftercare, or did you just expect to get over yourself? You just go on his phone or Discord, literally choking and hitting and making me bleed. I had to teach him how to be nice after. This was an issue at the beginning. Okay. I believe the bleeding was caused because he would basically just bleed, bend me over, choke me, and then stick his dick into me.
So, obviously, we all know the point here. We all know the point here. Hopefully I have to explain it. We all know why Nick's wrong. It's very embarrassing that he did this. And it's incredibly funny because he was watching Chud's coverage the day before because he was seething about it in Discord. He was watching Chud's coverage, so he saw Chud, like, euphemistically explain what's going on here and has tried to fill in the blanks and has failed. It's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome, dude.
Basic. So he didn't use, like, lubricant, I guess. Katie had the same...
Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Brilliant. I love it. You can't write comedy like this.
Same story reaching out to me has been helpful in understanding how bad this all really was, because I only had told my roommate after one time and it was pretty rough. Okay. So this is a little odd too.
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for the $5, my man.
Yeah, this seems kind of stupid. So for 7 consecutive months, you bled after every sexual encounter, sometimes 3 times a day. The example you show is him saying, like, so my question to her...
streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
So after this, did he keep doing it? Was he pressuring you to have sex?
Jeez. Communication is for chumps.
I don't know, this is the... I get why people had issues with this part of it.
DeOrio, commentator of the year, the best commentator of the year.
Then Tom's...
This is worse than the RTX 5070 Ti being cancelled.
Then Tom's other ex, Katie, showed up on Kiwi Farms under the name Left for Dead, offering even more proof of his degeneracy. Hi, I finally made an account. Yes, Tom's extremely harsh during sex. I have been down the kink road in my life, and how he acted is just evil and sadistic, not even kinked up. Actually like a Patrick Bateman-type gooner. If he survives this meme will live on. First girl already posted some of my screenshots, but if anybody has questions or wants specific proof, I'll try to see if I can answer. Sacramento chimes back in, telling us that she was considering contacting law enforcement. Dude, wait, what? I thought it wasn't illegal. Wait, why did you... Dude, alright, so she came on Kiwi Farms, said she's trying to save women on Kiwi Farms, said that nothing was illegal up here, I guess, and now she wants to talk to the cops. After leaking everything. She went to the... You know, usually we see Twitter first, this is Kiwi Farms, okay? Again, not discrediting her, just listing red flag. Has Tom ever attempted... By the way, full disclaimer, I'm really close to Tom. I'm super biased. I don't even pretend that I'm not biased. So if you have any issue with that, I'm just telling you, this is like not... I'm not the stream to watch if you're looking for somebody who's not, like, gonna fuck this up, probably. Yeah, law enforcement telling people that everything went down. Then I blocked him after listing out every single thing he did wrong because I knew he would send my text to a lawyer. Katie's back saying that Tom was just loving the fact that she looked like a little girl. I finally made a substance of that. He also said how awesome it was that I looked like a little girl the first time we had sex. Told me he was excited to learn I had BPD because girls with it love harder. So retarded.
Yourself Keffel's tweet on Nicholas.
Okay.
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
I mean, listen, if he did that, that's insane. That's like, absolutely awful. That would be like the, what is it called? The age play shit. That would be like disavow worthy, sure. She had audio of him talking about how Tom wants to night rape her.
Like, what? Make a comment about how girls with BPD love harder. That's gross and embarrassing. That's disavow worthy. You have to cut the guy off over that. What planet is this guy living on, man? What planet does this guy live on? Seriously, I truly don't understand.
Preferably, you should drop everything you have on him. I gotta upload everything to my phone to my PC. You guys, I gotta get my phone. I got crazy audio of him saying he wants to night rape me, which I think he was trying to say that is like negative Riz, but it's insane to use that as Riz. Okay, I clearly haven't read this far because I'm seeing this for the first time. She updates us on how evil he is during sex and how worried she was. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why the other one... It's still not on my own. She updates us on how evil he is during sex and how worried she was that he was going to beat her if she stayed with him. After the thing, I'll make that right.
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5, my man.
Alright, so what made you turn on him? Obviously, he's done some shit. But what moment was like, okay, fuck this? I truly thought he was a cringe FAG, but who was definitely going to beat me later if I stayed around. We only had like a 2-month fling, but even then, my insane ass was scared of how he acted. And he also was just stupid. I hated conversations with him. What specifically did he do? What proof did you have? He was extremely weird to me and also evil as fuck during sex. Again, I'm in a small fling with him. I would have had to fly out to see him, so luckily I didn't witness a lot. But enough to tell you guys and add validity to her statement. I also have random audio recordings of him, every DM and text message. So...
This doesn't come from my life, but no, he's already basically said that earlier.
Guy doesn't feel great as a guy. What type of guy is Tom and how's he doing this multiple times a day? Does he have a scarred upper lip?
Thank you for the dono. Thank you. He already said earlier, he was like laying out the red lines. He said it's like the age play shit. The age play shit he said was like a red line. Like that was Tom's done. If that's the case.
Again, there's like kind of a Dems moment here, but like I thought so Tom's recording sexual encounters without consent, but she's just recording Tom without his knowledge. She reminds us that Tom was really paying for the girl flights, including hers. He wasn't paying for your flights. No, he was. She reminds us that she was going to grab videos and photos and dump them when she can. So I think those are coming. Who recorded this and why? Well, she recorded. I don't think he recorded audio of himself talking about night raping her. Is there any particularly interesting or damning thing you have? I'm turning on my old phone now to grab the videos. I'll post whatever I think is even semi-relevant. Then we had a double posting for both Sacramento and Katie. Mention the just in case folder. Can you confirm or corroborate what would be in that folder? And do you know if anything's related to you in the folder, what type of material it is? No clue. He told me it was phone calls and text messages from his ex-Ty. Wait. So he told you it's phone calls and text messages, and you're saying like, oh, this must be a blackmail nude folder, okay? I mean, I guess it's fair to be inquisitive about that. But I would have included that. I'm probably in there too now. Might be other stuff as well. How did you guys meet? Did he initiate contact with you or vice versa? I already followed him because I watched his YouTube. Then when him and Kai broke up, he immediately DM'd me on Instagram and followed me. He also told me I looked like Kai, and he clarified he definitely has some weird issues related to her because he still has all her clothes even after moving multiple times since they broke up. She lets us know his hygiene is so ass that he actually had ringworm. Yeesh. He definitely smelled. Well, I met him in person. He didn't smell when I met him, but I can believe that he smelled. He's a YouTuber, and YouTubers are smelly. He smelled last time I saw him. He had fucking ringworm. She promises an update when she gets all of her details to PC. How far in are we? So we're about a third of the way through. I assume all the interesting stuff is towards the end. There are DMs now that seemingly confirm he had ringworm. I'm assuming he got ringworm from the gym, no? Like, I think that if you're not wiping down equipment and shit, or like walking barefoot at the gym, that's, I don't want to say common, but I think that's probably where he got it. Yeah. What is that? Oh, thank you for the goal. I mean, I probably believe that. I was kind of just gonna go with that. Please don't drip feed. A lot of others have done exactly that. It was a mistake. I gotta turn on my old. Dude, how many posts about turning on your phone? She then uploaded 2 audio samples, both of which are re-uploaded in the video form later in the timeline and can be seen under the media tab on the website. There's also supplementary postings about this event, which can be seen under the supplementary tab on the website. Here you go. So I kind of want to go to the media tab now. Should I go to the media tab? Where are we? We're right here. Okay, media tab. So these are the night rape ones. I'm a fan of night rape. Can we see this? I'm a fan of night rape. I'm a fan of night rape.
True.
Yeah, I don't know how much else of this we even care about, dude.
What the fuck am I? What is
I'm
this?
kind of running out of patience with this guy.
Well, I can confirm that's Tom's voice. This sounds like every phone call I've ever had with Tom. I can confirm everything.
True.
All right, I'm coping a little bit. I'm feeling a little coping right now, but that is nothing to me. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. I like this. It sounds like it sounds great. Yeah.
So true. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, fuck it. Well, we'll stick this in. We'll watch this again. Fuck it. I think we'll start moving on from this DeOrio stream because I genuinely can't watch the guy for him for a extended period of time. But we'll play this Liquid Sonic thing that we saw earlier at the end for the segment here. So guys, Liquid Sonic made a great little video here.
So without further,
great little video here because Nick and his new batch of orbiters. They're trying to retcon the rape review segment. So let's take a look at that.
So without further ado, Turkey Tom Ultimate Rape Review.
But this video isn't to tell on people or to hold.
Yeah. Apparently, like, Tom's talk when he says the elf from Game of Thrones, he means like these Children of the Forest characters or something, maybe. It does seem age play-y. It does seem lolicon-y. But hey.
Hold people accountable. I ain't about that. This is done because there is a sort of rewriting of commentary history going on, and I think it's whitewashing certain individuals who once used to salivate at the release of a Google Doc. This is the rape review analysis. So, rape review. A lot of people use this term now, and it's pretty much what it sounds like. People in commentary reviewing rape allegations. With a quick search, the earliest instance that I could actually find of this term being used is Vosh talking about how DGG have coined this term.
Yeah, so Destiny's been doing this. It's sort of crassly being referred to as the rape review. Where he goes over allegations. This was for the Method Josh, the Twitch, the Method community stuff.
Rape review was coined because he would review the rape allegation.
Sorry, Sid, were you listening? Literally like 2 seconds ago. You stupid fuck.
Should be pretty easy to understand, I hope. And although it originated with DGG, this guy, Chudlodge...
This is like so close to an instant timeout, where I say, guys, we're going to watch this again. This thing we already watched in the stream, again, for the segment. And then 3 people in chat going, did we already watch this? Yeah. That's what I said when I introduced it. Yeah.
Logic pretty much yoinked it and popularized the
mind-blowing.
With the Sean Head drama, we covered the phase rape review, as my community call it. There was that guy, Mew, got accused of some allegations, so we looked at that and talked about that.
Chud started doing some really good numbers reviewing rape allegations with his rape review segments. And soon, many drama content creators decided to copy the format. The person who I think saw the most popularity out of reviewing rape allegations was Nicholas DeOrio.
Dude, I would love to do a rape review at Chud Logic where we just like live react to like the newest rape. By the way,
So, what's that? A rape review where we live react to the newest rape. Well, that does sound like a rape review, doesn't it? And that does also sound like what Nick and Chud do on stream. Right? I think we can all agree on that.
Guys, we're probably going to do an Ultimate Rape review, if not this weekend, maybe early next week, because we haven't done Savannah yet. And I know it's kind of a dead topic for everybody, but I'm going to talk about Savannah because I'm malicious, okay? Yesterday I had people over and they were asking about what I do for a living, and I told them that I do IT and Ultimate Rape review, and there is no in-between, chat.
To, my content to be known more, but I don't want it to become more well-known.
This is not a Liquid Sonic video. This is just a little Liquid Sonic extra that he made. It's not actually a video on his channel.
I was assaulted.
And then he did, for the first time, by accident. And I don't specifically remember the actual first time that he did.
I think it was consensual. No. Okay. Take the sexual element out of this. I understand that we have to talk about this because it's fucking rape review, right? But even from like a casual, why is he biting people? Do you think that we should do that? Should we have like 3 people who are set up to watch the stream and then give like a round-based score or whatever, like a plus on a 10 scale to see if the person raped or not?
This is like EFAP for rape connoisseurs.
Dude,
isn't
it's
it, really?
EFAP for rape connoisseurs. That's exactly what Step 1.
Well, yeah, this does all seem like they're reviewing rapes, doesn't it? It does seem like what's happening here.
Party with Minecraft YouTubers. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, Ultimate Rape review. You stole the meme from Chud? Chud literally started like a rape review after me. I literally created it.
Yeah.
So it's untrue, but that's a joke.
Chud's
That's a
poser,
joke.
all right?
But this is where
Should be
the
totally clear to
rewriting
everyone.
of history starts.
There was one time where somebody Googled and read off my Wikitubia. They're like, he hosts the show Ultimate Rape Review. And I go, listen, okay, I can try to explain this to you. I'm not going to. I swear to God, it's not what it sounds like.
So, can anyone stillman this for me? In what way is rape review not what it sounds like? I don't understand. As far as I have seen, rape review is exactly what it sounds like. A rape happens. It's talked about online. You collect the evidence. And then you review it. How is that not precisely what it sounds like when you say you do a YouTube segment called Rape Review? Yeah, that sounds pretty literal to me. That sounds like exactly what it says on the tin. Yeah, maybe there's like an extremity where someone might interpret it as being like you're literally reviewing a video of a rape. You're not, I suppose you're not putting them on a scale out of 10. But as far as what it's communicating, no, that is a rape review.
It's exactly what it sounds like. There are now these newcomer channels that I don't think it's right to judge, but they're claiming that Ultimate Rape Review is a satirical name for a show, and Nicholas DeOrio does not review rapes.
You don't have any valid reason to criticize this on. Then he characterizes these detractors as being rape reviewers when they're not. And hold on, we'll get there. If you know, you know, we'll get there. So, of course, Nicholas DeOrio does not do fucking rape reviews in the literal sense. He uses that word in a very internet speak manner, but I'm not surprised that people would hear about it and assume the worst.
However, after watching some of Nicholas DeOrio's VODs over the past few months, I recognize that Ultimate Rape Review is a satirical name, and the segment highlights how YouTube drama consistently turns other people's trauma into content.
Huh? What? No, you don't understand. It's actually a very intricate satire. Very intricate social critique, social commentary. Talking about the way the internet works. No, it's actually just Nick doing exactly what you just described. Just turning other people's trauma into content. Which again, as I said earlier, totally fine. You can do that. I do that. Totally fine. No problems there. But don't pretend that's not what you're doing. Let's not pretend that's not what's happening.
This is a factual inaccuracy. If you ever want to make a claim like this, just load up Filmot first, search a couple terms, and see what you can find. It's alright to get stuff wrong, but to Princess Mantis and That's Okay T, I think it would be good to make a little retraction in whatever your next video is. Just say, I made this claim about Nicholas DeOrio, and I was wrong. It turns out Nicholas DeOrio loves rape, and just a year or two ago, he used to love to review rape allegations on his show Ultimate Rape Review. And that is fine, really. I think it's lowbrow. I never watched any of the Minecraft Rapeageddon stuff because I don't really care if some random person that I've never heard of did or did not rape someone else. But Nick, he bloody loved it. Simple request really, any honest person would want to add this to their next video, and then the history books will be corrected.
Wow. Great little ending there. Great little ending.